Okay, now this is the last video for chapter 12, part 1. We'll go straight down to the second last question, practice number 4. So we've got 6 test marks as shown, out of which 3 of them are unknowns. I've got 3 measures of the central tendency. The first is the median, which is 28. Next, we have the mode, which is 29. And then the mean is 28. Now, additional information is that P is less than Q, which is less than R. And we have to find out these unknowns. So let's take a look at the list of numbers over here. Quite clearly, they are not sorted in ascending order because they start off with 26 and then 25 appears later on. So we want to have 6 blanks which are in ascending order, okay? Because we are going to be dealing with the median. So median requires the list to be sorted. Now they tell us that the median is 28. So the center value, the middle number, is going to be found between position number 3 and position number 4. So how we actually get that is middle position. We have n, which in this case we've got 6 data points, plus 1 over 2, we get 3.5. So it tells us that the middle position is between number 3 and number 4. Okay, so this is our middle position, and the median value is 28. Okay, now if the median value is 28, we've got quite a number of possibilities. Yeah, it could be that this is 28, this is 28. It could be perhaps 27, 29. It could be, for example, 26 and 30. Yeah, so you get the drift. So we're not too sure what goes in there yet. Now, next line. The mode is 29. So the number that the test mark that appears the most frequently is 29. I see that there is already a 29 given to us, which means that there must be at least one more 29 for it to be determined as the mode. So either P, Q, or R has to be 29. Now, question is, could there be a total of 3 29s in this out of these 6 values, these 6 test marks? So we look at the last sentence. It tells us that P is less than Q, which is less than R. This implies that P is not equal to Q, which is not equal to R. In other words, P and Q and R are all different. Now, if they are all different, and knowing that one of them is going to be 29, it means that we cannot have another 29. So in summary, in this list over here, we've got a 29, and one of this, only one of them will be another 29. We cannot have a third 29. Okay, because the 3 unknowns are all different. Okay, so now that brings us to filling in the blanks. Well, since 28 is found right in the middle, it implies that this could be 29, this could be 29, and this could be a larger number than 29. Well, that's one possibility. The next possibility is that we've got both 29s found on the right-hand side. Now, if this is the case, then we have no choice but to put 28 over here. Because the median value is already 28, the value to the right of the median cannot be less than 28. At the same time, it cannot be 29. So it has to be 28. Now, if this particular value is 28 and the median is also 28, it implies that this must also be 28. Why is that possible? If this happens, then I've got 2 modes. They are 28 and 29. But the question told us that there is only one mode, which is 29. So this case is out. We cannot have this possibility. So to rewind back to our first try, it should look like this. So 29 and 29, out of which one of them is an unknown. Now, continue filling the blanks. If 28 is the median, immediately to its right is 29. Then the blank over here must be 27. We have no choice. All right, so 27, notice that it didn't appear in the list above. So 27 is one of our unknowns. Just before 27, what are some numbers smaller than 27? We noticed that in the list, they provided 26 and 25. So placing them into the blanks, we have now found out we have determined the values in 5 of these blanks, which leaves us with our last blank. What could this number be? And there's one more line that we have not used, which is the mean is 28, which means that we add everything up, we divide by 6, we get 28. Okay, so we can let the final value be x. So 25 plus 26 plus 27 plus 29 plus 29 plus x. Divide this by 6 should give us 28. So do a calculation. We get 136 plus x over 6 equals to 28. 136 plus x. This gives us 168. And finally, x has a value of 32. Okay, so the values of p here now, we're not done with, because we have found out all the different values, but we haven't concluded which one is p, which is q, and which is r. So going back to our list of provided values, okay, we've got in the list 25. We've got 26 in our list. We do not have 27, so that is one of the unknowns. We've got 29. So either one of these 29 is cancelled, it doesn't matter. So the ones that are not cancelled out must be our 3 unknowns. So we're going to call this P, Q, and R, where P is smaller than Q, Q is smaller than R. So in summary, P has a value of 27, Q has a value of 29, and R has a value of 32. And now the final question in this set of notes. By the way, the homework over here, the textbook exercise questions, continue on the same piece of postcard. So the final one, practice number 5, we've got 30 students, they set for a test. They tell us that the mean was 12.8. Okay, immediately you must know that when you take 12.8, you multiply by 30, you are going to get the total score, the total mark. Now suddenly, we've got an extra student who set the test date, and now the mean mark actually changed from 12.8 to 13. So there's an increase in the mean. So logically, the new student, this extra student, he must have scored more than 12.8 in order to pull up the mean. So what mark did the extra student get? So let's find out the sum for first 30 students. So that was 30 times 12.8 to give us 384. This is the total marks for the first 30 students who set the test. So now the sum for 31 students will be 31 multiplied by the new mean. So he brought the mean up. 31 times 13, we get 403. So this implies that the extra student got 403 minus 384, which is 19 marks. Okay. Now, as expected, his marks actually was more than the mean for the first 30 students. That's how he pulled up the mean for the entire class now to 13. So let's move on to part B. Now we are thinking about the value for the new median. Now, previously, for 30 students, the median was just 12. Okay, so just to get a correct idea, we've got 30, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got all these blanks over here. This is student number 1. This is student number 30. Okay, the last one. And 30 plus 1 divided by 2 is 15, 5. In other words, median is between number 15 and number 16. That is where the median position is. Okay, so let's take this as position number 15. Let's take this as position number 16. Okay, and we say that the median value is over here. Value equals to 12. Now, when we include the last person, the extra student, who is position number 31. When we have 31 students, the median position, okay, we are looking for median position, 31 plus 1 divided by 2, we get 16. So the new median position is 16. Now this guy, this over here has our new median. Okay, but number 16 will be our new middle position. Okay. Question. This new value, is the value definitely greater than 12? That is the first point. Is it definitely bigger than 12? It might not be. It could be 12, right? Because for the original median to have a value of 12, it could have been a case where position number 15 got a value of 12, position 16 also got value of 12. So even though we add in an extra student, the new median could still be 12. So the first line is definitely wrong. And point number 3 might still be 12. Yes, this is valid. Okay, these two are valid. Now let's take a look at the second line. It says that the new median is definitely smaller than 12. Now how can that be? Because this is already arranged in ascending order. The old median has a value of 12. The new median has to be, the new median cannot be smaller than 12 because the middle position is now shifted to the right. It should be either a bigger number, a bigger value, or smaller value, or an equal value. Okay, so definitely smaller is definitely out, which means that this is also out. And we have seen that it might still be 12, so the last line is also out. So that leaves us with only one option. The new median, this red color value, okay, it might be bigger than 12, but it might still be 12. So this is our correct option. So continue with your final textbook homework questions on the same foolscap paper over here.